Good evening. Welcome to River Lakes Arena. We appreciate your attendance at the hockey game between the Northern Lakes Lightning and the River Lakes Stars. This game is being played under the rules of the Minnesota State High School League. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play and cheering in a positive manner. Remember that everyone is responsible for keeping this game at a high level of sportsmanship.
Testing, testing.
We will now announce our starting lineup with the Northern Lakes Lightning. Starting at goal, number 32, Kayla Lance. Starting at defense, number 20, Natalie Stubin. Starting at defense, number 3, Lila Norby. Starting at forward, number 29, Lily Logelin. Starting at forward, number 23, Gabriella Thompson. And starting at forward, number 27, Reina Bokia. And now, for your River Lake Stars, we will be announcing our seniors. In goal, number 5, Lainey Hansen. Number 31. Right defense, number 36, Millie Hornick. Left wing, number 33, Karina Mead. Right wing, number 19, Maddie Wolfo. Starting at left D, number 7, Michaela Schreiber-Horn. And starting at center, number 5, Abby Storm. Please rise and face the flag as we are America with the playing of our national anthem performed by our Albany High School band. Let's play hockey.
All right, welcome to Richmond Arena, where River Lakes is going to take on the Northern Lakes. for senior night. If you missed that, should be posted under there also on a separate link. Rewatch that. Albany High School Pep Band here tonight. Play some music for us. All right, we're going to play some hockey here with Greeley, Roski, Storm, Michaela, and Cornick on the ice for the Stars. As the puck comes out, it's going to go right to Mac. Mac tries to send it in. Intercepted there by the Lightning, and they fire it into the zone. As Cornick sends it up to Greeley. Greeley along the boards, tries to get it out of there, but the Lightning send it right back in. Now Mac sends it forward. As Roski trying to push it in there. Puck's going to come back into the zone as Cornick goes over to Chase. Cornick sends it over to Mac. Mac fires it up the ice. Into Roski trying to chase it along with Storms. Puck comes out. And the Lightning grab it. And here they come up the ice across neutral ice now into their zone. Knocked back out. Roski steals it, sends it down the boards. Deep into the zone it goes. We'll get a line change as Rugemer and Sophie, Adio, and Akerson are on the ice for the Stars. Soph has it now. She's going to send it back over here to Adio. Adio sends it back down into Akerson. As the puck comes over to Tiana, Tiana tries to get it in there. Now back over into Rugemer. Rugemer pushes it forward, but the Lightning are right there to get it. Lightning trying to clear it out of the zone. Met by Addie along the boards. Now Soph comes out with it. She's going to fire, has it deflected. Into the boards it goes. Rugemer grabs it. She's going to send it down into Soph. Soph has it in the corner, goes for the give and go to Adio, and that one's going to sneak down, and Wimmer will chase for it. Wimmer grabs it behind the net. She's going to bring it up ice. And that one's going to get knocked back down in by the Lightning, picked up by Adio. Addie fires it up to Soph. Soph sends it up ice as Jansky will chase. The Lightning grab it. Now brought around as Wimmer backhands it. Staying backhands it to Wimmer. And now Larson sends it up to Wimmer. Wimmer's going to bring it into the zone. Now Stang sends it in. Stang's off sides as they're trying to call for it. And now they blow the whistle. Greeley and Roski, Storms, Mac, and Larson are on the ice for the Stars. So that one goes up and out of bounds. .14:32 left in this first period of play. As they go to drop the puck, Roski to face off. Puck goes back to Larson. Larson turns, looking for options. Now sends it across over to Mac. Mac tries to send it up ice. Has it stolen away by the Lightning. Here comes Lightning into the zone now. As Larson grabs it back. That one's going to go down to Thompson, and she stops it. .14:07 remaining. As Sophie goes to face off. Tries to push the puck forward. Lightning grab it right back, send it down into the zone. Cornick will chase from the corner. Now Soph steals it away. She's going to use the boards trying to clear it out of the zone. There she grabs, or Akerson comes in, grabs it. She's going to bring it in, goes around the player, comes up, gets pinched into the side of the netting. As Soph tries to get in there, the Lightning push it out. Barton using her stick, trying to, or skate, keeps it in. Now Rugemer fires just a bit outside. Picked up by the Lightning. Now the Lightning are going to bring it across ice. Picked off by Cornick. Cornick sends it out to Akerson. Akerson goes to push it forward. Now she'll dump it down deep. We'll get a line change as Sting goes to chase. Sting stops it from going out of the zone. Puck along the boards. Comes out to Tiana. She fires one down. Wimmer almost tipped that one. As the puck goes behind the net, Sting trying to get it out of there. Now goes into the corner, and here comes the Lightning up the ice. Brings it into neutral zone. Now tipped away as Tiana trying to get it pushed into the zone. The Lightning sent it deep down in. 12:46:45 left in this first period as the puck goes over to Wimmer from Adio. Now Adio grab it back. Let's try the other side. Sends it to Tiana. Tiana to Jansky. Jansky back to Tiana. Over to Adio. Adio up to Wimmer. Now Sting pushes it forward. Now down into the zone. They wave off any kind of icing as it went off of a player for the Lightning. As Greeley comes in. Greeley trying to push it in there. The Lightning grab it out. And here they come up the ice. As Storms comes in and taps it away. Now Roski comes out with it. She pushes it along the boards. The Lightning grab it right back and push it out of the zone. The Mac will chase, grabs it at neutral ice. Now sent across and into Storms. Storms comes into the zone, has Roski behind her. She fires, glove saved by their goalie. Roski was right there to snap that one back in off the rebound if it came off there, but the goalie glove saved it. As Roski comes out of the face-off, goes for a centering pass. Puck goes into the corner as Mack will grab it. She sends it back in, almost tipped by Roski. Roski will get the rebound, goes for another centering pass, tipped by Greeley. And now Storms grabs it back, sends it back to Mack. Mack sends one down. Now goes into the corner, picked up by Roski. Roski sends it out to Larson. Larson fires one into Storms as she redirects it. And it goes up and over the goalie. And the Lightning will fire it back out. Max says, nope, we're going back here and playing. She fires it back down into the corner. Storms with it now, sends one in. Puck's just wobbling loose out front, and Lightning grabs it. Here they come up the ice. Brings it across neutral ice, and now sends it down deep into the opposite corner. As Larson grabs the loose puck, tries to push it up ice, stolen away by the Lightning, and then Larson grabs it right back. Now gives it to Akerson. Akerson fires it up to Storms. They wave it off as puck goes into the zone. Now behind their goalie. Lightning send it up ice. Cornick grabs it at neutral zone. Now back to Cornick. She'll fire across, intercepted there by the Lightning, and she runs right into Barton. But they're going to call offsides. 10:17 remaining in the first period. Sophie to face off. Akerson and Rugemer off to her sides. Cornick and Barton in the back ice. As here comes Soph. She's going to push it up the ice. Has Akerson off to her side. She goes for a centering pass. And that one just snuck by Akerson. Now Cornick comes in, keeps it in the zone. She's going to send it down in behind the goalie as Rugemer goes to chase. That one gets sent out of the zone. Barton turns, sends it back in. And they're going to call for a bench interference there. So they're going to put the puck back down in for a face-off. Soph faces off, sends it over to Wimmer. Wimmer sends it down. Actually, that wasn't Soph, that was Stang. And Adio sends it back down in the zone. That one's going to come out back from the Lightning. Picked up by Tiana. Tiana to Stang. Now the Lightning grab it back at neutral ice. And they're going to pick it off and bring it into the zone. Comes up for a shot. Stop. Glove saved by Thompson. And we get a whistle. 9:30 remaining in this first period. Staying the face off. Goes to the Lightning. Lightning from the high post. Tipped by Jansky up into the ceiling. Don't be breaking that stick. Morosky to face off. Puck goes back to Tiana. Tiana over to Adio. The Lightning grab it back, but then Roski steals it. Here she comes up the ice. Brings it across neutral ice. The Lightning pluck it away. And then Storms gets it back. She sends it to Adio. Adio whiffed there a little bit on the pass. Now she'll send it back over to Tiana. Tiana tries to get it up to Roski. Now Adio will get it back. Lightning's right there to get it. And the puck comes over. She fires, deflected by Thompson into the boards. As the Lightning rebounds it. Now dumps it into the corner. They'll fire one behind Thompson. Picked up by Adio. And she'll bring it up ice. And dumps it down deep. We'll get a line change. The Lightning comes across. They'll send it down. That's probably not going to make it. That'll be icing on the Lightning with 8:23 remaining in the first period. Sophie, Akerson, Mack, Rugermer, and Larson on the ice for the Stars. As Soph goes to face off, puck goes over to Rugermer. Rugermer back to Larson. She fires one down, tipped into the glass. Rebounded by the Lightning. Kept into the zone. The Lightning grabs it. They're going to try this other side. Larson says, nope, this side don't work either. We're staying down here. Over to Soph, but she whiffs in. The Lightning grab it. They're going to bring it up ice. Knocks it down deep. Thompson covers. And we get a whistle with 7:54 left in the first. Roski, Greeley, and Storms check on for the Stars. Roski to face off. Puck goes forward. Greeley grabs it around one player. Here she comes across neutral ice. Comes down into the corner. Puck goes back to Roski. Roski sends it across over to Larson. Larson fires one down. Has it deflected into the corner. Picked up by Storms. Storms sends one down. Puck still loose. As Roski was trying to rebound that one. Roski to face off. Storm sends one down, deflected into the boards, rebounded by Roski. She sends it back to Larson. The Lightning gets there first, and they send it down deep. They wave off Larson. Puck comes over to Storms. Storms tries to send one down in. As the the puck comes out, the Lightning trying to get it in there. There's a shot deflected. Puck comes out to Jansky. Jansky at the neutral ice, going to bring it into the zone. Comes over, fires. Puck goes up behind the net. Now over to Jansky. Puck's out front. And here comes the Lightning up the ice. Brings it into the zone. Over to Kornick. Kornick fires it up to Jansky. Jansky loses it. And the puck goes back down to Kornick. Kornick in the corner to Wimmer. Wimmer sends it across into the neutral ice. And here comes the Lightning. Lightning fast up. Puck goes up and over the top of Thompson. She tipped that one. Now to Tiana. She's going to bring it up ice. Cross neutral zone. Now into the zone as Akerson was just a smidge too early. And they're going to call offsides. Sophie to face off. Puck pushed forward. The Lightning will grab it. They send it across. Akerson tips it into the zone. Gets the puck. Skates in. Has the Lightning knocked it towards the board. Sophie trying to battle that one out. Puck comes back to Adio. She's going to fire one down and around into Sophie. And the Lightning steal it back again. Trying to clear it out of the zone. As they push it forward, they got a 2-on-1 coming in as Tiana goes to block it. Up and over the top of Thompson's glove, and they're going to get the first goal of the game. Roski to face off. Puck drop. Now over to Michaela. Roski grabs it, knocks it down deep into the corner. Roski fires, blocked by their goalie. That one's going to sneak out as Storms races over there, trying to keep it in the zone. She gets it back. Has it at neutral ice, sends it over to Mac. Mac dumps it down into Roski. Roski tips it forward into the corner. Roski grabs it. And the Lightning steal it back. They send it out. As they battle it out along the board, Larson trying to get it back. That one's going to sneak out. Roski's going to grab it. Skates in front of Thompson, runs into Mac, loses the puck. And they're able to keep that one in the zone. Now Mac gets it back, trying to send it out of the zone. Comes out to Stang. Stang grabs it right off the bench. She's like, "Ooh, look at there. There's a golden nugget." Sends it into the zone. As Wimmer steals that one away, she's going to come up, goes down on her belly, sends the puck into the corner. And the Lightning bring it up. Around one defender comes up, backhands one in, stopped by Thompson, knocked out by Stang. Their point fires one down over into the corner. Now Barton with the rebound. Barton goes to skate up, comes across the front of us here, now brings it into the zone, met by the Lightning. The Lightning grab the puck, sends it across, kept in by Soph. Soph comes into the zone with it. Lightning grab it back. Now they're going to knock it out. As here they come into the zone. Knocked away by Tiana. As Rugermer will grab the puck behind Thompson. She sends it over to Kornick. Kornick loses it. Puck's out front. Shot. Glove saved by Thompson. Whew. That could have been bad. 2:32 left in this first period. Stars down 1-0. The puck drop goes to Tiana. Tiana sends it across over to the far side as Akerson grabs it, tries to push it forward. Their point grabs it and sends it back down in. 2:20 left in this first period as Adio has it behind Thompson. Puck comes out, sends it out to their point. Point fires, stopped by Thompson. 2:07 left. River Lakes with just 5 shots on goal to Northern Lakes 7. As Roski goes to face off, Greeley gets the puck, has it along the boards, met by a couple Northern Lake defenders. Trying to get it out of there, pinched. As Larson gets it, sends it over to Mac. Mac tries to push it forward. Has a tip, now it's back behind Thompson. Greeley will chase. Now Greeley gets taken out along the boards, no call there. That was a check if I ever seen one. Even bounced off the boards on that check. As Larson has it, she fires it up to Greeley. Greeley along the boards, gets it to Storms. Storms comes in, round one player, has it tipped away. Greeley gets it though, fires up and over the top of the goalie. Rebounded by Mac. Mac sends it across. Larson dumps it down in. Loses a little footing there. Now Greeley has it. We're just under a minute. Greeley trying to get it out of there or keep it in the zone. Now back to Mac. Mac's going to dump it down. We're going to have to do a quick change. Stolen away. Nope. Darn it. Sting almost had that one as the puck's at neutral ice. And the Lightning bring it into the zone. Larson says, no, let's go out. She fires it to Jansky. She almost didn't bring the puck with her. Now the puck's along the boards. The Lightning comes out with it. Sends it over here. Now back to the middle of the ice. And now into the zone. They go for a centering pass. Larson steals it away. She's going to backhand it over. 12, 15 seconds left. Puck's out in front to Thompson. Thompson covers, and we get a whistle. 10.1 seconds. Barton, Kornick, Akerson, Rugemer, and Soph on the ice for this last 10.1 seconds of the first period. Puck drop. Goes back. Rugemer will grab it. Sends it over to Barton. Barton's going to push it forward. Gets it to Akerson. 2 seconds remaining. Akerson fires from the center ice just a bit outside. And that'll end the first period of play with the Stars down 1-0. We'll be back after these messages and a Zamboni. All right, we're back for second period of play. It looks like we got Roski, Greeley, Storms, Michaela, Larson on the ice for the Stars. Roski faces off, comes back to Storms. Storms goes to push it forward. Now across neutral zone. Into the zone they go. Has the puck in the corner. It's tied up. Now it comes over to Greeley. Greeley comes out with it. Uses the boards. Tries to send it out to Mac. That one's going to sneak past. They'll have to reset it. She'll backhand one in to the zone. Then they'll chase. Puck goes into the corner. Now out along the boards. Here comes the Lightning up the ice. Dumps it down. Larson gets in front of it. Now over to Roski. Roski trying to knock it out of the zone. Skates up around a couple players. Now knocks it out there. Point's able to keep it in. Now down in the corner it goes. Larson with it. Has it stolen away. Roski gets it though back. Greeley sends it across over to Storms. Now back to Roski, or to Greeley. Greeley comes into the zone with it. She'll fire one down off the back net, or boards. That one's going to knock it down as Soph comes in, and she'll grab that one, sends it up ice. And the Lightning grab it back, send it into the zone. Addie will chase for it. Puck comes back here to the point. Point fires one down, buzzes past the front of the tower. As their Point's able to keep it in. Addie grabs it. She's going to fire it up to Soph. They got a 2-on-1 coming into the zone. Rugemer off to her side. Fires it. Rugemer backhands it in. No! And they're going to call a penalty. And River Lakes will be on a power play. Your power play brought to you by the Wash House of Painesville. Just talked to Matt during the break, and Matt said, how many washes do I owe? Hopefully we can get some here. Player makes it during a power play. They get a free wash from the Wash House. And now we're going to have another penalty. And it looks like Addie is going to go in for slashing. And we'll play a little 4-on-4.
Only 2 minutes for Rob.
Storms along the corner with it. Puck goes knocked back behind Thompson. Larson to chase. Roski able to get it out. That one's going to come out as the Lightning are able to keep it in the zone. They send it down and around over to Storms. Storms with it now behind the net. Goes to push forward, has it knocked away. That one's going to roll on in out to the neutral ice. as the Lightning go to push it in the zone. Storms tries to keep it out. Now Larson sends it up to Storms. Storms turn. She's got a one-on-one coming into the zone. Has it knocked over towards the boards. That one's going to get knocked out of the zone. Back to Cornick. Cornick uses the boards, trying to keep it in that neutral area. Lightning have it. They come into the zone. They're going to fire, deflected by Mac. As the Lightning fire another one behind the net. Sends another one back there as Mac will grab it. Goes to bring it up, pushes it forward to Soph. Soph pushes it along the boards, now into the zone. Comes up, fires. Stopped by their goalie. And the Lightning sends it out. Now dumps it down into the zone. 8 seconds left on their penalty kill. 10 seconds left on ours now. As they go full strength, we have 7 seconds remaining until we go full strength. And we're back to full strength. Puck comes out to neutral ice, picked up by Greeley. Greeley sends it into the zone. Now sent across over here as Barton will grab it. Goes behind the net. Fires it up to Jansky. Jansky taps it forward to Akerson. That one gets knocked back into the zone. Now Barton sends it up into the neutral ice. Lightning grab it and send it back in off of the helmet of Barton. That's why we wear them. As Barton brings it in, she's like, you hit me in the head, I'm going to come in and score on you. Puck's out front. Wimmer with the shot. Now staying. Now Wimmer again. Puck still loose as it's going to get knocked out. Barton's going to grab it. She fires one across. Jansky's going to backhand one in. That one gets tipped away as the Lightning knocked it out. Wimmer hustles back for it. And that one's going to get sent in as Adio will grab it in the corner. Along with Stang. And now we're going to get a penalty. Called on River Lakes Adio. As we go on a penalty kill here. Fires one down, stopped by Storms with her shin. Plucked into the boards as Larson trying to pluck it out of there. The Lightning grab it. Send it out to their point. Point sends it back down in. Mac's going to grab it. She's going to fire one down. That'll clear the zone with 11:26 remaining. Minute and a half left in the power play. Roski getting in there, keeping that puck from going down ice. Now Larson brings it into the zone. She'll fire it in the net. It goes. Larson with the goal. Short-handed goal by Larson with 11:06 remaining. She knocks it up at a 1. Akerson to face off. Now puck out to the neutral ice. Really getting in there, stopping it. Knocks it down into the zone. Minute remaining. Greeley steals it. Here she comes up. Takes a shot. Blocked. Puck's loose. And the Lightning goes to push it up the ice. 44 seconds left on the penalty kill. Puck comes into the zone, picked up by Barton behind the net. She's trying to clear it out of there as the Lightning grab it, sends it out to her point. Point's going to fire. Stopped by Thompson. As Varsity faces up, sends the puck into the board. She'll grab it right back. Larson goes to send it out of the zone. Storms is going to chase. She's got some open ice. Here she comes. Fires it in! Two short-handed goals by those Stars. Put them ahead by one. 10-11 remaining. 17 seconds left in the penalty kill. And the Stars go up 2-1. Raski to face up. Puck goes to neutral ice. Lightning go to try and bring it in. Storms grabs it, fires it down. That should end the penalty kill with 3-2-1, and we're back to full strength. Puck's going to come back out here to Mac. She's going to pick it up at neutral ice. Goes to bring it in the zone. Dumps it down deep. 9:39 left in this second period of play. Storm sends it across. That one's going to make it out of the zone. Larson sends it back to Mac. Mac fires it into the zone. Lightning fire it back. Now over to Larson. Larson tries to send it out of the zone. Down to Mac. Mac fires one down ice. That's going to be icing with 9:12 remaining in the second period. Puck comes out. Now Adio trying to push it forward. Gets it over to Wimmer. Wimmer goes to push it forward. She's got Adio and Jansky off to her side. Wimmer brings it in the zone. She goes for a centering pass, but nobody was home except for Lightning. Puck comes back here to Tiana. Lightning grab it at neutral ice. Go to dump it in the zone. She skates it in. Tiana taps that one out. Now Wimmer's going to pick it up. Uses the boards. Goes around one defender. Lightning steal it away. Try and send it back into the zone. Picked up by Adio. Adio fires it across over to Jansky. Now Wimmer trying to push it out to neutral ice. And there they knock it down deep into their zone. Now Soph comes in. She grabs it. Now she's going to take off. Comes into the zone, uses the boards, dumps it down in. We'll get a line change as Akerson and Rugemer check on, along with Kornick. Puck gets down deep. They got some open ice coming up here as Kornick races back and stops it. Nice hustle there by Kornick. As Soph grabs it, sends it forward to Rugemer. Puck goes into the feet of the ref. And Lightning have it. Trying to clear it out of the zone. Kornick grabs it, sends it back down. As the Lightning go try and clear it out, Akerson taps it forward, goes towards the goalie, and she's going to cover it with 7:13 remaining in the second. Varsity to face off. Puck goes back to Greeley. Really turns, redirects, sends it down. Deflected by the Lightning. The Lightning send it out, but kept in the zone there by Greeley. Now over to Storm. Storm sends it into Roski. Roski sends it back out as she grabs it back from a Lightning player. The Lightning that time gets it out. Now it's a chase for the puck. Nice job there by Mac. Drops her stick and stops that one from happening. Here comes Greeley. She's got the puck. She's got a 1-on-2. As she comes into the zone, gets it into neutral zone. Now she's going to bring it into the offensive zone. Stops, redirects, sends it down into the corner to Storms. Storm sends it across. Nobody's home. And the puck's going to come out to neutral ice. Radio grabs it and sends it to Tiana. Tiana into Roski. Roski tries to get a centering pass off to Wimmer. Goalie stops it. Now Adio has it at neutral ice. She goes to bring it in, and they're going to call offsides. Puck goes down behind the boards. Wimmer has it in the corner. Adio comes up, fires, and stopped by their goalie. Staying to face off. Lightning get it. They send it across to the other side, picked up by Tiana. Tiana skates into the corner. Puck's loose out in front, stopped by their goalie, picked up by Stang. Stang tries to wrap around, gets the puck back. She's going to try the other side. Puck sent down into the corner as the Lightning have it. Jansky and Sting. As the puck comes out, Tiana's tied up. And the Lightning comes out. Jansky steals it away, sends it back over to Adio. Adio fires it up to Stang. Now that one's going to go into the zone, picked up by the Lightning. Jansky steals it away. She's going to turn, brings it into the zone, fires just a bit outside. Rebounded by Akerson. Stolen away by the Lightning. Lightning go clear the zone. They're going to call that icing off. That one's going to go down as Barton will pick it up behind Thompson. She'll send it over to Kornick. Kornick uses the board, tries to get it up to Akerson. 4:29 left in the second. Barton will try it again behind them. She gets taken out. Puck's loose. Now over to Soph. Soph pushes it forward. Their point's going to grab it in front of us. She's going to fire one down. Tip. Shot. Stopped by Thompson. And we get a whistle. 4:11 remaining in the second. Sophie to face off. Lightning come out with it. Sends it out to their point. Point using the board. Sends it in the corner. Soph gets it. Tries to clear it out. Gets it over to Akerson. Akerson at neutral ice. Backhands it over to Rugemer. Rugemer comes through. Shot. And stopped by their goalie. 3:51 remaining in the second. As Cam's wishing she could get that one back. Morosky to face off. Puck goes into the corner. Lightning trying to clear it out of there. Greeley comes in, steals it away, now gets taken down. There's got to be a call there. There we go. Guess what it is? River Lakes Power Play. Brought to you by the Wash House of Painesville. Stop and get your dog, cow, whatever you got washed at the pet wash portion, or wash your car or truck or side by side, whatever. Puck comes back off the face off to Mac. Mac sends it out to Storms, who tries to get it to Roski. That one's going to sneak out of the zone. Mac goes back and picks it up. Round one player. She's going to come into the zone with it. Skates up front. Now comes behind. She'll send it out to Storms. Storm goes to send it over to Adio. Now Mac grabs it back. She'll send it across over to Roski. Roski's going to bring it into the zone. Sends it back to Storms. Storms comes up. Tries to fire it. Loses the puck out in front, but Adio's right there to grab it. Addy has it at the point. Now down into the corner to Akerson. Akerson skates across, sends it to Storms. Storms fires off the goalie. Puck's going to come back to Addy. Now back to Mac. Mac back to Addy. Addy to something. Now over to Mac. Mac to Addy. Addy fires off the goalie. That one's going to come back over here to Mac. Mac to Addy. Addy-O trying to dump one in there. Gets the puck back. Now over to Storms. Storms tries to dump it out, and now they dump it in, but Roski's able to keep it in. And that time Lightning sends it back down, and they wave off the icing as they're on power play. Now here comes Larson. She dumps it down into the zone, grabs her own dump. That one's going to come back here and out of the zone. They'll have to reset. Barton grabs it, gets it to Greeley. Greeley brings it into the zone. 10 seconds left on the power play. As Wimmer has it along the board, she backhands it out to Larson. Larson from the point keeps it in. There was a high sticking that didn't get called. Now that gets dumped down into the zone as the Lightning go to grab it. Picked up by Greeley. Greeley pushes it forward to Larson. Larson and Greeley have a 2-on-1 as they come into the zone. 1:07 remaining. Puck's out front. And the Lightning come back with it. They're going to bring it across the zone. Comes in, passed, shot, broken up by Tiana, rebounded by Greeley. She tries to clear it out. And the Lightning fire one down. Gets the rebound, stopped there by Adio. Picked up by Wimmer. Now Tiana trying to clear it out. Puck comes back, and they're going to fire another one down into the corner. 34 seconds remaining. Puck behind the net as Adio knocks it towards the corner. She grabs the puck again, goes to push it forward. Now gets it out of the zone to Wimmer. Wimmer gets it across neutral ice, now down into the zone to Solf. Solf's going to push it forward with 17 seconds remaining. Puck goes behind the net. Storms comes in, steals it away. 10 seconds remaining. Oh, that one's going to get knocked out. And Tiana will chase. 3 seconds remaining. Tiana sends it up ice to Akerson, and she couldn't fire in time. And that'll end the second period of play with the River Lakes up 2-1 over Northern Lakes. We'll be back here shortly as the t-shirt launchers are going to try and send some swag out here. All right, back. Third period of play. Waiting for the ice here a little bit. We're about to be still wet. Cold in here. Thanks to the Albany Pep Band as they finished up. Playing for us in between periods. Roski to face off. Greeley, Storms, Mack, and Larson on the ice for the Stars. As the puck will drop here, begin the third period of play. As the puck comes out, Greeley will grab it. She'll turn, knocks it down deep into the zone. The Lightning grab it, and they go to clear it out. And dump it down as Larson will grab it behind the net. Stolen away there by the Lightning. They go for a centering pass. Roski grabs it, has it in her feet, and then she has it stolen away. Now Storms gets it. She'll skate behind Thompson as she pushes it up the ice, comes in the zone, comes around. Now she comes back into the other zone. Goes for a centering pass to Solf, but it's picked off by the Lightning. And Tiana was there to send it back in. As Solf and Tiana keep the puck in the zone. Rugemer comes off the bench. She'll come screaming over. Now Adio. As puck goes down. Now knocked out of the zone. Tiana will grab it. She'll use the boards and send it down into the corner. Picked up by the Lightning. Lightning sends it up, but Solf is there to stop it. Now Akerson gets it back, tries to get a centering pass to Rugemer, and the Lightning knocks that one out. Adiola chase. That one's going to end up going down and getting icing. 15-18 left in the game. Stars up 2-1. Stang will come in and face off. Jansky and Wimmer. Off to her sides, Barton and Kornick on the back. As the puck comes out, she knocks it back to Barton. Barton sends it across over here to Kornick. Kornick goes to try and dump it in. We'll have to reset. And now we'll go into chase. Lightning trying to clear it out of the zone. Knocks it out to neutral ice. Now Barton's going to pick it up. Sends it forward. Stolen away by the Lightning. Here they come into the zone. Comes up, takes a shot. Stopped by Thompson, and we get a whistle with 14:53. Greeley bringing it into the zone. Sends it in the corner to Roski. Now knocked into the corner. Kept in by Kornick. Nope, that one's going to sneak out. Now Kornick will try and grab it. Comes up, takes a shot. And that one goes in. And Northern Lakes has tied it up 2-2 with 14:27 left in the game. Sophie to face off. Akerson and Rugemer off to her sides. Mack and Larson in the back ice. As the Lightning comes out with it, they're going to fire one down into the zone. There's a trip and a penalty, which means River Lakes will go on a power play. Power plays are brought to you by the Wash House of Painesville. Hopefully I can give away a free car wash to one of the girls to score on a power play. As the puck comes back to Michaela. Michaela's going to skate it in. Sends it over to Adio. Adio sends it down into Akerson. Akerson to Storms. Storms fires across over to Mack. Mack down into 8. Now back out to Roski. Roski to Michaela. That one's kept in the zone by Roski. She's got some room. She skates up, fires just a bit outside. Rebounded by Adio. Adio sends it over to Akerson. Akerson skates up. She's going to come up. Fires one into the corner and in. Boom! Oh, Akerson with the power play goal. And she will earn the free car wash from the Wash House of Painesville, which is good because her parents live on a really dirt road. So they will appreciate that. As Roski faces off, puck comes back. Sends it across over to Storms. Storms will pick it up. Sends it up to Mack. Mack brings it into the zone with Roski. Puck goes back behind the net. Roski to Mack. Mack back to Roski. Now back to Mack. Mack fires one in. That one will go back into the corner. Stopped by Storms. Now Greeley. Greeley knocks it out to Larson. Larson back to Greeley. Greeley fires one down. That will be deflected by their goalie. As the Lightning go to clear it out of the zone. Tiana will pick it up. Tries to send it across. Now Adio will get it in the back ice. Here she goes up the ice, across center ice. Now into the zone. Stops, redirects. Puck comes out as the Lightnings grab it. Bella Stang. Over to Jansky. Now that one gets stolen away. As the Lightning go to bring it up the ice. Now it gets dumped into the zone as Tiana will grab it. Sends it back to Wimmer. Wimmer goes to push it forward. Met by some. Now Adio will come out with it. Brings it across neutral ice. Now sent into the zone as Stang will race over there. She's going to fire one down. Jansky with the rebound. Goes for the centering pass. Barton picks it up. Fires! Blocked by their goalie. As the Lightning turns. Now she's going to bring it up. The ice. As Soph goes to defend it. Lightning have it. Goes for a centering pass. Nobody was home but Wimmer. Now stolen back away. Fired. And in. Northern Lakes tie it back up. 3-3 going in to 11:25 remaining. Soph faces off. Puck goes to Larson. Now to Akerson. Akerson dumps it down into the corner. Goes for a centering pass, but it's deflected. Over to Mack. Mack fires it back down into the corner. Rugemer battling it out as the Lightning comes out with it. She fires one across. Mack will grab it though along the boards. She fires one back down. Oh! As Larson was right there at the line, she keeps it from going out of the zone. Now Akerson battling it out. Goes for a centering pass picked up by Soph. Soph fires one down. Now Rugemer gets taken out. No call. What the blankety blank? And the Lightning clear the zone. It's going to get sent down. Puck's out in front. Larson grabs it, sends it out. These girls are tired. If they're tired, they need to clear out of there. That one's sent out. And that one will sneak down into the zone. Storms will get there. Now Greeley steals it away. Greeley in the corner, gets it to Storms. Storms centers it. It's tipped. Nobody was home, but here comes the Lightning up the ice. Into the zone they go. Sends it across. Just misses it. Now puck behind Thompson. Roski trying to get it out of there along with Tiana. Over to Greeley it goes. That one slapped by Thompson as it was up in the air. Here comes Tiana up the ice. Comes into the zone with it. She'll fire, stopped by their goalie. Rebounded by the Lightning. As the Lightning go to bring it up. Now it's dumped down in. 9:09 remaining. We're knotted up at 3. Over to Roski. Roski turns, sends it across to Wimmer. Wimmer comes up the ice. Now down into the zone she goes. Stops, gets taken out. Out to Barton. Barton using the boards, goes around one player, then gets taken out. No call there again. Over to Stang. Stang has it. Now she goes down. No call. Here comes the Lightning up the ice. She'll go to fire one down. Stopped by Thompson. Rebounded by Kornick. Kornick stops, redirects. Fires it up to Wimmer. Wimmer taps it. Picked back up by the Lightning. The Lightning will bring it into the zone. Met by Barton. Fired just a bit outside. Kornick will get it to puck. Sends it across to Jansky. Jansky sends it across over to Akerson. Akerson will pick it up. Now gets it to Kornick. Kornick tries to backhand it up. And the Lightning send it back in. Barton will grab it now. 7:54 remaining. Stolf trying to get in there along with Barton. Now Jansky clears it out to center ice. Akerson to chase. As here comes the Lightning up the ice. Oh, she's quick. Larson getting a stick on it. She turns, fires, stopped by Mack. Mack's going to turn, brings it up ice now. She makes it around a couple players. Now across, sends it down deep into the zone. Rugemer to chase. Rugemer picks it up. And here comes the Lightning up the ice. Now into the zone, met by Mack. Puck's loose. Shot! Fired and in. And Northern Licks will take a 1-point lead over the Stars. As the goalie has some mechanical issues in the side there, equipment issues. Which is probably good for us, a little bit of a momentum breaker. .706 remaining in the game. 22 shots on goal for the Stars, 22 for Northern Lakes. Well, this timeout is brought to you by Budget Blinds. If you're looking for some blinds, get a hold of Budget Blinds at 320-979-5802. Call today for your free in-home consultation. And as they face off, the puck's going to go into the neutral ice. Stopped by Greeley. Greeley turns, knocks it down into the zone. And it's knocked back out as Adio sends it across over to Storms. Storms backhands it into the zone. Storms with it out front, sends it to Addy. Adio trying to keep it in there. As the Lightning send it out, that one's going to go to neutral ice. Now back into the back ice. Tiana with it now, turns, sends it forward to Storms. And the Lightning grab it and bring it in. Tiana to defend. As Roski taps that one towards the boards, the puck's going to come out. Now Storms has it. They got a 2-on-1. Her and Greeley coming into the zone. Looks. Shot fired. Puck's loose out in front yet. And the Lightning are going to come out with it. Nope. Stolen away by Greeley. Greeley's going to fire one down. Deflected. Picked up by Roski. Roski to Mac. Mac fires one down. Deflected. Storms will get it. Sends it over to Mac. Mac across over to Larson. Larson from the point fires one down. Puck's loose. Now back to Larson. She'll fire another one down there. Greeley with it along the boards. As the Lightning will come out with it, they knock it out to Soph. Soph at neutral ice knocks it back into the zone. That one's going to sneak down there. Soph's going to take off to try and get there. And the Lightning go to try and clear it out. Puck back behind the net. Now Rugermer's going to come in. And that one's going to come back here to Tiana at neutral ice. Now back to Soph. Soph sends it across over to Rugermer. Rugermer's going to bring it into the zone. Skates up, comes around a defender. Looking for that centering pass. Sends it out to Adio. She fires one down, almost tipped by Soph. Picked up by Akerson. Akerson loses it, and here comes, and she's going to get it back. Akerson gets it back, trying to send it out of there. The lady next to him, play fair. It's the best. The Lightning trying to clear it out, stolen away by Wimmer. Wimmer's going to come up, loses it, gets tripped by Stang. Puck comes back to Mac. Mac's going to fire one down and in. Woo! We're all knotted up at 4. It's the family section next to us if you couldn't hear that. 4:13 remaining, and we're all tied up at 4. All right, puck comes out as Stang pushes it forward, sends it over to Mac. Mac goes to push it forward. Puck along the boards. Now down into the corner as Jansky comes in. She grabs it, goes for a centering pass. Now to Wimmer. Puck's going to go towards the boards as Larson steps up, trying to keep it in. Roski chases back, goes back to Mac. Mac grabs it, sends it up to Jansky. Jansky sends it over to Wimmer. Wimmer and Roski Wimmer fires one down, and glove saved by their goalie. 3:41 left in the game. All knotted up at 4. Roski to face off has Storms and Greeley along with Adio and Tiana. As the puck comes back to Adio, she sends it down into the corner. Roski grabs it behind the goalie, goes for a centering pass to Storms and just missed it. Greeley with the rebound. Goes to bring it in, backhands one in and covered by their goalie. 3:27 left in this game. Back and forth action, some fun hockey to watch here. Roski to face off again. Storms and Greeley off to her side. Storms fires one up and over the top of the goalie. And that one's going to sneak out as Adio grabs it in the back ice here. She fires one across, has it tipped into the little snowdrift by the bench. As Roski goes to try and push it forward, Lightning send it down into their zone. Come on, focus. Why is this not focusing? Come on. Adio brings it into the zone. Stops, gives it to Greeley. Now back to Adio. She's going to fire one down just a bit outside. And the Lightning go to send it out. Matt comes in off the bench. Keeps it in the zone. Now she's going to come in. Lightning steal it back, send it back out to Soph. Soph comes in. Now she keeps it from going. And that one's going to get sent out. Now Matt turns, fires it back in. And that one blocked by him. Now Storms gets it, sends it across over to Akerson. Akerson's going to bring it into the zone. Stops, sends it back to Soph. And the Lightning steal it back. And the boards now back to Larson. Tries to fire one in, deflected by the Lightning. Now Soph gets it back at neutral ice. Now she's going to bring it in. She fires one down. Tried to glove save it. Puck still loose. Comes back. Fires it down. Puck will go into the boards. And here comes the Lightning up the ice. Comes into the zone. Stopped by Larson. Picked up by Akerson. 1:47 remaining. Puck goes over to Rugemer. Rugemer at neutral ice. Here she comes into the zone. Puck goes now into the corner. We'll get a line change as Greeley and Roski come on. Puck over to Adio. Adio has it. Now she's going to bring it up. Comes into the zone. Back to Storms. Storms fires. Stopped by their goalie with 1:21 remaining. Larson to check on with Matt, Roski, and Storms, and Greeley. Puck comes back over to Storms. Storms sends it across. And Storms will go to the sin bin. We're going to go on a penalty kill. Penalty kill brought to you by Central Minnesota Realty. Lisa Thompson. And go to face off. Puck goes towards the boards. Michaela goes to send it out. Lightning will have it at neutral ice. Going to send it out. Back to Mac. Mac turns, fires it down. That one's going to go on in. Greeley's going to try and chase. Now to Roski. Roski fires it down into the corner. 53 seconds remaining. Greeley will go down behind the net and try and grab it. Now to Roski. Roski fires. Puck still loose. And that one's knocked out. Goes across, shoots, buzzes past the front of the tower. 27 seconds remaining. As the puck comes out, really turns, sends it down into the zone. 20 seconds remaining. That one deflected by Roski. 10 seconds remaining. Puck comes out along the boards. They'll send it out to neutral. Mack turns, sends it down into the zone. And that's going to end this third period as we will go into overtime. Play one period of overtime, and then if there's no goal scored, we will, I believe, end in a tie. This overtime break brought to you by Edina Realty, Olson Realty Group, Dana Olson, helping hockey families make their next move. Her daughter Sophie. Did I say that right? Sorry. Yeah. I have a little bit of a break here, 3-minute break. I believe it is 3 or 4 minutes, and then we will play overtime. All right, overtime play it is, and we got a All right, now we're ready. They got the scoreboard ready here. As the puck comes out, it's going to get sent down into the zone as Larson will pick it up. Now to Roski. Roski will bring it along the boards. Now comes into the zone. She's got a 2-on-1. Goes for the centering pass, has it deflected over into Greeley. Puck now back as the Lightning grab it. They'll have it behind their goalie, looking for options. Fires it out. Larson will grab it, whiffs on it. Now Roski gets it back, dumps it down deep. As we still got 4 seconds left on the penalty kill. The puck will come out to Larson. She'll fire it back down again. And now we're back to full strength. Now let's play some hockey, girls. Here we go. Puck comes out. Stolen away by Max. She's going to send it down. As the Lightning grab it. Go to send it over. Soph will chase. Lightning stops that one. Gets it over to Akerson. Akerson keeps it in the zone. Comes up. Fires. That one up in the air and caught by their goalie. 6:48 left in this overtime. Looking for the first goal scored to win this one. As Sophie, Rugemer, Akerson, Tiana, and Adio are on there. Tiana sends one down. Puck comes back to Adio. She fires one back down to Soph. Soph backhands it into the corner. The Lightning try and clear it out. Addie says, no, we're going to stay down in this end. Puck comes over to Tiana. Tiana down into the corner to Soph. Now Rugemer will pick it up. Goes for a centering pass to Rugemer. Ticked off by the Lightning, and here they come up the ice. A little 2-on-2. They're going to fire one down. Stopped by Thompson. Rebounded by Tiana. Adio tries to get it over there, but it's intercepted by the Lightning. Shot fired up into the netting, and we got a whistle. 6:02 left in this overtime. Larson, Storms, Greeley, Roski, and Michaela on the ice for the Stars. Roski sends it over to Larson. Larson uses the board, sends it over to Storms. Storms tries to push it forward, gets it to Roski. Roski along the boards, comes into the zone, tries to get it over to Greeley. Greeley grabs it now, tries to fire, gets it again, fires it in! Woo! Greeley with the overtime goal! And River Lakes will take this one 4-5. We will be back Thursday night here again, I believe.
Number 15,
Thursday, back here against Alexandria. Same time, same place. Shots on goal for River Lakes, 30. Shots on goal for Northern Lakes, 23. We'll be back Thursday for more River Lakes hockey.